welcome to my bathroom. This week I want to show you how I keep my bathroom organized, clutter-free, and also how I'm trying to reduce waste in my bathroom and some of my favorite new products that are helping me do that. If there's one thing I really pride myself on, it is being super duper organized and tidy in my house. And if you've seen my capsule wardrobes, you may have already got that vibe. But I wanted to, I guess, share a little bit more around decluttering and organization and bring you into my bathroom and show you how I keep it nice and tidy, and I guess my top tips for little things you can implement in your own bathroom to help it be a stress-free zone when you're getting ready. And also something I recently started being more conscious of is the things that I use in my bathroom that create a lot of waste that there are alternative options for. And I'm also going to share those things with you today. Not gonna lie, it feels a little weird bringing you into my bathroom. Okay, let's start off looking inside our cupboards. So we actually have these shelves behind our mirror, which I really love and is something that we hadn't had until we moved to Europe. It's not really something I've seen a lot in Australia, but definitely something I will be looking for if we move or when we move in the future, because I just love how clutter-free shelving is versus drawers, or how much easier it is to see everything. So the way I like to set up my space is by grouping products that just make sense to be together. So when I'm washing my face or putting moisturizer on in the morning, all of my face and body stuff is on this shelf. And then I have makeup and makeup brushes, and then my toothbrush is up here only because there's a PowerPoint up there. So then I also have my nail stuff, my eye stuff, because I wear contact lenses and glasses, and my hair stuff. Then we have all of our perfumes and colognes. And this is Jason's teeny tiny little section here. He doesn't need much. And his toothbrush. And this is our token floss that we have. Jason always laughs when I put it there because neither of us ever use it. I mean, does anyone really floss? But just having it there makes me feel better about it. And just to give you a closer look at exactly how it's all laid out. After I group the products that make sense to be together, I also make sure I don't have more than 2 layers. So if I want to grab something, I don't have to move more than one thing to get it out. Because I find that when there's too many layers and so much stuff, things get lost and you actually forget you even had them. My only exception here is with my nail polish, because it just made sense to have them in rows, otherwise they take up too much space. And I am going to do another video where I actually go through all of my favorite skincare and body care products, because I've actually made an effort to move over to more natural things and I'm finding some products I really love. So I do want to share that soon. But yes, this is basically, I guess, my top tips. Group products and make sure there's no more than 2 layers so that you can see everything. The other thing I do is I actually use glasses. You can use old jars like this one, and even old candle glasses to actually put things in. So these are my makeup brushes, and it just keeps them nice and tidy and upright. And then I have any makeup products I can in here. And again, our toothbrush is in that one. And also when you buy products that have, like, this is my bobby pins and hair ties, and they came in these little containers, and I really like them because they sit upright and keep things nice and tidy on the shelf. So any products like that are really good to keep in their packaging. Something else I really love to do is have plants in the bathroom. Just adds a bit of life to so many products. So that's our shelves, and then we have our sink. Can you believe this cactus? I bought it the day we moved into this apartment, and I'm sure it used to be like this big, and it's kind of looking a bit freaky now. Anyway, we have then 2 drawers. Actually, this soap container is probably one of the first points I want to make about choosing more eco-friendly things. So this is actually a refillable container, and when I buy soap, it's in a bag, which is using far less plastic than if I was to buy a new container every single time. It's also cheaper. So in our top drawer, this is where I keep the rest of my makeup that doesn't fit well on the shelves. So I have those two palettes, and then I use a glass again to keep little bits and pieces tidy. My hairdryer, tissues, and Jason's little tub. And something we have recently switched over to is these weird little things that replace cotton earbuds. So they're actually like a silicone ear cleaner, which is reusable, and that means you don't have to buy earbuds anymore, which use a lot of plastic and material that doesn't get recycled. So with my appliances, I always like to wrap the cord around them and keep them nice and tidy. And I also love to use these tubs. They are all over my house, but I love them in the bathroom drawers as well. And then our second drawer, I have all of my hair stuff. So my conical curler, if you haven't seen my recent vlog, I show you how I use that to curl my extremely fine and thin hair to add a lot of wave to it. And then I have hairbrushes and my straightener. Again, I wrap all my cords. And then I just have some other miscellaneous items in here. This here is what I have recently purchased to replace using these one-time cotton makeup pads. So this is actually a cloth you can use to remove your makeup. You just use it with water, so you don't even need to buy a toner either. And you can use it all week and then throw it in the washing machine and it's good as new again. So that is now going to be replacing these that I used to buy and use once and then throw away. Then I have, so this is my menstrual cup, which I would like to talk more about in a different episode, and reusable liners, which I am making the change over to those. I've found both of them to be really, really good. These, you could just use them and then throw them in the washing machine and use them again. And both of those things are replacing tampons and liners that I used to have to buy every single month, and obviously were one use only and extremely wasteful. And then I just like to keep everything, so you can, if it's, these are my contact lenses, but you can see I keep it so I can see what everything is, and it all sort of sits in there nicely. And then these are actually just some items that didn't fit anywhere else. And I think you're always going to have that. Sadly, my inner perfectionist was so sad when I realized I couldn't fit 3 of these tubs in this drawer. Another thing we have in our bathroom to help keep it organized is this trolley, which is just from IKEA, and it's on wheels, so you can move it around. But I really love it because we keep our, well, that's my yoga clothes and Jason's gym clothes in there during the week because we don't wash them every single time we use them. And then you can just put like fresh clothes on it or any bits and pieces that you need to place on a surface, especially handy if you have a tiny bench like we do. And then this is our shower. So I have one of those caddy things. Again, I like to keep products so you can see everything, or it's only one product deep. And our razors are hanging up, our little thingies, I don't know what they're called. No, can't remember. They have a place too, so everything's nice and tidy. Oh, and then my body brush hangs here. And lastly, I just want to give you a few tips for if you do need to actually go through your bathroom and get rid of stuff. Honestly, it's something I think I would do at least once a year. It's so easy for bathroom products to get slowly built up and become super cluttered. You sort of just chuck everything in there. If you have something that you didn't really end up liking, you feel like you shouldn't throw it away because it's wasteful, but then it all just builds up. So my tips would be to go through, get yourself a rubbish bag and a bag for recyclables. Go through every single item. If you haven't used it in the last 6 months, you're probably not going to use it again unless it's something super specific and you only use it once in a while. Then I would say get rid of it and recycle the packaging. Also, something that not everybody knows is most of your products actually have a use by date, and it's usually 6 months, 12 months, or 24 months. And there's actually, I don't know if this is going to show up, there's actually this little symbol here, and it has a little 6, 12, or 24 in it. And that tells you when you need to get rid of the product or when it's past its best by date. So if you're over that, make sure you get rid of it. I hope that was really helpful, and if you do have any more questions, please ask them below. I always love having a chat about these videos afterwards and giving any tips and advice you might need. And I definitely want to bring you back to my bathroom soon and show you all of my favorite natural products that I've started using for my skincare routine. Something that has been really great about that is I found that it's been keeping my skin really moist, that's a terrible word, isn't it, in winter, and I haven't been getting dry, flaky skin like I usually do. So I'll also share the products that I love for that. Until next time, bye guys.